Hi, welcome to my speech, Dr. Harris, and each and every one of my classmates. And you can say hi to the camera. And first, I would like to thank each and every one of you tonight for being here as my audience. Today, I would like to speak to you guys about credit cards. Now, how many of us have credit cards? And how many of us like how easy and how convenient credit cards are to use? Now, how many of us like to pay our credit cards? No one. Okay, so there are many advantages and disadvantages in using a credit card wisely. And hopefully by the end of my speech, you will find a good way that you can use your credit card in a way that is going to benefit you instead of it costing you a severe financial problem in your household. Now, today I would like to share some consequences of credit card debt, ways to use your credit cards beneficially, and finally the benefits of using it wisely or correctly. Now, credit cards can have an advantage, but it can also cause a destructive financial problem in our household if we do not use it wisely. And first of all, I want to go over the advantages and the disadvantages. Now, advantages of using a credit card is that it's speedy and it's efficient. When you go and you purchase an item, all it takes is a swipe to confirm the purchase, and the sale is complete, leading to quicker and more competent sales. Now, there's the flexibility of the credit cards, which you have the ability to purchase or pay for whatever you want, whenever you want it. And there is also where you can build your credit as you use one or two of your credit cards. Your credit cards builds enough so you can purchase an automobile or even a home. Now, some disadvantages in using a credit card is, of course, the debt, which can cause debt in your household when these credit cards aren't being paid on time. It can lead to high interest rates, fees in your credit cards, and it can also lead to physical or health issues as well. Now, it can lead to stress to the point where it can lead to heart attacks and other kind of physical issues that I will go over in a minute. And it can also have a threat to our country's economy. Now, some of the stresses, I have a chart here by APAOL poll, where it shows in the light blue section, this is low debt stress, and the dark blue sections are the high debt stress. Now, as you can see, 31% are low debt stress, and 51% have back pain. Now, we can see the migrants, 50% in low debt and 44% in migrants. We can see severe anxiety, 4% in the low debt stress, and then 29 in the high debt. Then it can lead also to ulcers, severe depression, and it can even lead to heart attacks. Now, I would like to share some of the things when using a credit card wisely. And we should use credit cards in emergency situations. We can also use our credit cards wisely by only using a certain percentage that we can depend on our salaries, where we can pay these credit cards monthly, so it won't lead to late fees or high interest rates. Now, we can also, if we pay our credit cards on time, we can avoid these fees and these high interest rates. Now, I would like to share a verse from the Bible Proverbs 22:7, where it says, "The rich rules over the poor, and the borrower is a slave of the lender." And I believe that if we can be debt relief from our credit cards, we do not have to be, or we don't have to let debt control us, but we control the debt in our household. Now, in conclusion, I would like to say, let's not be a statistic. Let's be wise and use our credit cards to our advantage and not to our disadvantage. Now, I have shared with you how the advantages and disadvantages of using a credit card, as well as how credit cards can be beneficially to us in our households if we use them wisely, and how it can be destructive in our household if we do not use them wisely. Now, also how it can lead to a threat in our country, not only in our households, but as well in our economic status to our country. And lastly, I would like to say that let's make a difference in how we use our credit cards wisely, not only to make a difference in our households to have debt relief, but to make a difference in our country and to also have a debt relief country. And when we learn to control the debt and not let the debt control us, we can have peace of mind in our household as well as our country. Thank you.